Hi guys, if you were absent on Tuesday, November the 17th or Wednesday, November 18th, you can go ahead and go to T2 week 5 and click on the date that you need. The title is Solving Equations Using Models and it is a pair deck. So if you click to join, it takes you directly to the pair deck where you can answer how you're feeling today. Okay, we're going to work on 2 examples together before you are on your own to complete the rest of it. Okay, so today we continue to work on solving equations using models. Okay, remember the key is to keep the balance. On slide number 2, you have a picture to look at and you are trying to describe what you think about and what you wonder about these 2 things. So off to the side, there is a part that says answer here. If you begin each sentence with I think, okay, fill in the blank, and then I wonder, fill in the blank, you'll be done with that slide. Okay, if you move to slide 3, you can do the example as I do it. Okay, the statement tells me to write the equation that is modeled here, and then we're going to solve it so we can figure out how many candies are in each bag. Okay, so if you remember what I was working on last class, or what I was doing was separating my problem into a left side and a right side. Remember, once I separate, that is my equal sign. Okay, so that's the start of my equation, right? Because I have 2 sides of it. So what I like to do is pick a variable that you want to use, right? In this case, we're talking about bags, so we're going to go ahead and use a B. So I'm going to count how many bags I have on the left side. I've got 2B plus, and then you count how many little candies you have, 2. Okay, that's the equation so far on the left, right? I'm not done. That is equal to what I have on the right side. Okay, so on this side I only have 1 bag, so you can either put 1B, or you can just remember that B automatically means that there is a 1 in front of it, plus, we count how many candies we have, 4, and that's my equation. So you can either write it up here in this space, you can type it up there with a text box, or you can write it how I did underneath the scale. Okay, so if you remember when we worked on that Jamboard, we were able to remove things from each side one at a time. Okay, on this particular platform, we can't take things off, but we can either scratch through them or kind of draw a line through, so that way we know what we are removing from each side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the bags. I'm going to choose a different color. I'm going to start by removing a bag on the left, and then I'm going to do the same process on the right. Okay, I can remove bags because I have some on each side of my equation. Okay, so I'm going to remove this bag right here. I'm going to remove one of the bags by coloring it, right? So it's no longer there. Because I removed a bag on the left, I've got to remove a bag over here on this side. So I took it away. If you'd rather cross them out, you can, as long as you know that you are taking it away. You're eliminating it. Okay? So I'm done removing bags because I only have one on the left now. Next, I can move to candies, right? I'm going to remove 2 candies on the left side. So that means I can remove 2 candies over here on the right side. So I'm going to remove that blue and yellow one. I'm going to go ahead and finish coloring that part in. Okay, so now hopefully you're able to see what we're left with. We've got 1B over here. So my final answer will be B equals however many candies we have left. There's 1, 2, so B is equal to 2. Okay, if we look at slide 4, Remember, guys, that if you have more than one variable left, you've got to evenly distribute whatever is on the opposite side. Okay, so if I begin by setting this one up, remember that's my equal sign. Okay, so I've got to write my equation first for this side, write the equation for the right-hand side, and then I can start removing things. Okay, if I don't have things to remove, right, if I don't have the same thing on either side, like notice how I have x's on the left, but I don't have any x's on the right, then I cannot remove x's. Those have to stay there. Okay, you can, however, remove marbles. Once you remove your marbles, you're going to have some left on the right-hand side. Okay, once you have whatever you're left with, you have to evenly distribute them per vase. Okay, then you're going to tell me right here how many marbles belong in each vase. Okay, so you're responsible for completing the rest of this slide. You are going to complete slide number 5, slide number 6. Those, remember, are writing the equation and then solving. And then slide 7 we're going to work on together because this one is drawing the model. So you have the equation. You're going to draw the model first, and then we'll solve for it. Okay, so I like to start by splitting up my problem. I make a left side and a right side. I'm going to use one color for x's, and then I'm going to use another color for the ones. So I'm going to I'm going to change it to blue. So over here on the left-hand side, it's telling me that I need 4 x's. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my x's first. Okay, I've got 4 of those. Then I need 2 on the right-hand side. Because I'm already using blue, I'm just going to go ahead and draw the x's that I need on the right. I'm going to change my color. Now I'm going to make my pencil a little bit smaller. I need 8 ones on the left-hand side, so I'm going to make 8 little tally marks. I need 10 ones on the right-hand side, so I'm going to make 10 little tally marks. Okay, so once I have my picture set up, right, and it's good practice for us doing this, guys, because when you are presented with only the equation and you have a hard time getting started, it might be easier if you see it as a picture, right? Because now all we've got to do is cross things out, okay? You can either cross things out, right? You can pick maybe the black and cross things out. If I cross out an X over here, then I can cross out an X on this side. If you'd rather not cross out and you want to erase things so they're completely gone, you can do that too. So that's what I'm going to choose to do. I'm going to choose to erase. If I erase an X on the left, then that means I can go erase an X on the right side. If I erase an X on the left, okay, because I still have some on both sides, I can erase an X on the right. I'm done with X's, right, because now I don't have any on the right side. Now I'm going to go start removing some ones. Instead of removing one at a time, I'm going to remove them by groups, right? See how I kind of grouped them together? I'm going to erase 4 ones on the left. So you should be erasing 4 ones on the right. Okay, I still have ones, right? I have enough to remove 4 on each side, right? So I'm going to go remove 4 on the left. That means I have to remove 4 on the right. Sorry. Okay, I'm done because I don't have any more to remove on the left side. Okay, so now I have to evenly distribute what I'm left with. That means that each X has to get the same amount of whatever it is that I have left over here. So what I like to do is pick another color and I'm going to group them together. So I know that this X gets this one over here, and I know that this X gets this one that's left right there. So then I know that x is equal to 1. Okay, so go ahead and finish slide number 8. It's another drawing model one, so you've got to draw the model before you can solve. Okay, slide number 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 are all true or false. So you were checking to make sure that the equation matches the model that is shown. If it does not match, then you'll select false. If it is a true picture, right, true statement, then you would select true. But please be careful and look to see what each shape represents. Slide number 14 is a preview of what we will be working on in the future. We just wanted to get an idea to see what answer choice we select on this one. So please make sure that you do pick one of the 3 answer choices.